Hey guys, Victoria Paxton here. Thanks for stopping back by my YouTube channel. Today we're going to talk about Jason Landry. Okay guys, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. It's free. First of all, pay no attention to the hair. It's 96 degrees outside, which means it's, 213 in here, in this room. I got my smallest fan in here. I'm so freaking funny. I'm the funniest person I know, y'all. So I'm having some dental issues, so if I'm talking funny, I'm sorry. I think my face is actually like swollen right here. There's something going on with my gums over here. I don't know. So I know I'm kind of like holding my mouth weird, and I apologize for that. My roots are growing in. I don't care because it is so damn hot. I don't care. I don't care. If you're a real psychic, welcome. You are welcome here. I would love to get to know you. If you're a fake psychic, you know who I'm talking about. Get off of YouTube. I hate that I have to say that, y'all. Okay, so let's get going. 21-year-old Jason Landry went missing from Lulling, Texas on December 13th of 2020. Just after midnight on December 14th, his car was found crashed and abandoned on Salt Flat Road, about 30 minutes away from his apartment. Jason hasn't been seen or heard from since. Okay, so December 13th of 2020, Jason left his San Marcos apartment at 10:55 p.m. He was a student at Texas State University and was heading home to Missouri City, Texas for winter break. Shortly after midnight on December 14th, his Nissan Altima was found crashed and abandoned in the 2300 block of Salt Flat Road near Lulling, about 30 minutes from Texas State University. The car was discovered on the remote dirt road after a volunteer firefighter called 911 stating, "I've just come upon a vehicle that's in a ditch and it appears to have hit a fence." The car was found with the lights on, keys in the ignition, and the passenger side door locked, but Jason was nowhere to be seen. Body cam footage shows an officer inspecting the vehicle stating, "Some of his underwear's got blood on it, but I didn't see anyone," to another Texas DPS trooper who arrived on the scene to assist. Investigators believe the crash only involved Landry's car and was likely caused by overcorrecting on a gravel road. His vehicle then spun off the road, hitting a couple of trees and barbed wire fencing. His car was impounded by the Texas DPS troopers who worked the crash report. At 5 a.m., his father, the registered owner of the car, went to the impound yard and found Jason's cell phone between the driver's seat and the center console. His father then went to the scene of the crash and found Jason's clothing in the road about 900 feet from the crash site. Investigators believe Jason was wearing the clothing before the crash and found no signs that they were forcibly removed. Authorities then found Jason's backpack, some toiletries, and a tumbler with his dead betta fish inside near the crash site, north of where his father found his clothing. Authorities used Jason Landry's cell phone to track his route the evening he disappeared. At 11:24 p.m., Jason entered the city of Lulling on Highway 80, which then becomes Austin Street, going through the intersection of Hackberry Street. He then stopped using the Waze navigation app and opened Snapchat. Authorities believe he continued on East Austin Street to Spruce Street, which turns into Salt Flat Road. At the intersection of U.S. Highway 183 or Magnolia Avenue, Landry's digital footprint stops. His cell phone was still powered on, but it doesn't appear to have been used since the area of Magnolia Avenue and Austin Street. Not long after crossing the Magnolia intersection, he crashed his car. 31 minutes after midnight on December 14th, his car was found crashed and abandoned in the 2300 block of Salt Flat Road. Authorities are still trying to piece together what happened in the hour period between when his digital footprint stopped and his car was found. His car was processed for any DNA or blood evidence, but no blood was found inside the car. A single blood spot was found on his clothing, but not enough to point to a serious injury. Authorities also found a photo of Jason taken the night he went missing. He appeared to be in good spirits and was wearing the same red shirt that was later discovered at the crash scene. The Caldwell County Sheriff's Office has partnered with the Texas Rangers and private investigators in attempting to locate Landry. Searches of the crash area have been conducted with volunteers, dogs, horses, and drones. A nearby pond was drained in hopes of finding clues as to Jason's whereabouts, but produced no evidence. Authorities reviewed hours of video from cameras around Lulling without any luck. They're asking members of the public who have cameras in the area to review footage and provide leads if possible. In April of 2022, thanks to a group of volunteers, a billboard featuring Jason was placed in Lulling in hopes of generating new leads in this case. Jason's case will be featured in the 10th season of the Investigation Discovery show Disappeared. His episode aired on September 28th of 2022. Jason Landry's disappearance is being investigated as a missing persons case. Authorities say there are no suspects or persons of interest in the case, and they found no evidence to suggest an unknown person was involved in the accident. They believe Jason wandered off from the crash and have found no evidence to suspect foul play. The circumstances regarding Jason's disappearance remain unclear. His case remains unsolved. He's a Caucasian male born July 29th of 1999. He has brown hair, brown eyes, stands 6 foot 1 inches tall, and weighs 170 pounds. Jason wore eyeglasses but did not have them with him when he disappeared. He's presumed to be wearing contacts. He has acne scars on his face, a scar on his left ankle, and a scar on the right side of his neck. If you have any information regarding the disappearance of Jason Landry, please contact the Caldwell County Sheriff's Office at 512-398-6777 or the anonymous tip line at 726-777-1359. There's a $10,000 reward for information that leads authorities to Jason. Okay, I wasn't able to connect with Jason. However, I began having dreams about him on March 25th. Yes, I said, no, on May 25th. Sorry. I was like, wow, I'm really behind. May 25th, sorry. I saw a tall, thin guy with brown hair and a goatee. He was really thin. I saw a gray, like a dark gray four-door smaller car, like a Honda, Toyota, Hyundai, Kia, something small. I saw him lose control of his car and I saw him wreck. Okay. I think he hit his head because I began to feel this terrible pain in my head. Like, it wasn't just a headache. It was like a headache plus physical pain, if that makes any sense. So it was like inside the headache and then physical pain on the outside, if that makes any sense. He went to get out of the car and he clearly had balance issues. He was trying to walk, but he was like stumbling, falling all over the place. He then began to strip off his clothes. I do know from a past case that is actually a sign of head trauma, a head injury. He was definitely disoriented, falling over, stripping off his clothes. He just wasn't making any sense, if that makes sense. The pain was really intense. I feel like he began to get really cold, like he was feeling the physical effects of being cold. I say, oh my God, you'd be drunk if you took a shot every time I said, if that makes any sense. Sorry guys, but yeah. Okay, here's the other thing. I started feeling like I was hyperventilating. Like I could not get enough air in my lungs. And I physically was feeling this. And I was like, doing that number and trying to get enough air into my lungs. And I wasn't able to. It was kind of bad. I then, on top of the head pain and the struggling to breathe, I felt as if I was dying. I've only died once in my life, and we can talk about that another time, but I felt as if I was dying. I did. So I know he had to have been going through that. I then saw him and he stumbled up and went into, disappeared into a tree line. I didn't see him after that. The head pain went away. The struggling to breathe went away. I was still having that gloom and doom feeling, which I get a lot of times when I have the visions and the dreams and I'm feeling what the person's feeling. I get that gloom and doom feel a lot of times, and I was definitely still having that, but all of a sudden I could breathe again, and I wasn't cold. I wasn't having like the head pain, the headache, and the physical pain. So I'm wondering if he passed then, and that's why. Oh, God, my mouth hurts. Yeah, I don't believe anyone else was involved at all. I think this was unfortunately a horrible accident. And I definitely feel like he suffered some kind of like head trauma. I don't know if he had a serious concussion or a traumatic brain injury. It was strange though, because my neck was fine, right? When I was going through another case and this person had an accident, I felt like horrible neck pain. I didn't feel that in this case. So I don't know if he slammed backwards or forwards and hit something and that's where everything stemmed from. I don't know. It was kind of different. I definitely think that's how he died. I saw it. And I do think at some point they will find his remains. It's unfortunate and it is so sad that they haven't found his remains up till this point. It's so unfortunate. You know, the family needs to have some closure, you know? All right, you guys, since I am sweating to death, did I mention that our AC is not on and not really working right now? So it's hot as Hades in here, okay? Mr. V has a job interview on Thursday, so if you could send some positive thoughts and vibes and prayers out into the universe, that would be awesome. I'm going to UVA tomorrow. I have a doctor's appointment, so it's a long hike, y'all. Several hours getting out there and several hours coming back. Be nice, be kind, stay safe, stay healthy. And I hope everybody is getting through this heat wave that's going through. I know the East Coast, we're getting hit. I hope everybody's doing well. And that about does it for me. Bye, guys. Oh, don't forget about Friday Night Live, 7:30 p.m. on my channel. I will be live this Friday. Take care, guys. Bye.